Ic12 Encyclopedia Weight Loss. Weight loss under new management. Guided by the forces of the universe. Your sacred counsel. Discover the secrets of the universe, which reveals an assembly or circle of 32 laws of universe and nature, or better said, the guiding forces of universe and nature, such as duality, time, change, attraction, cause and effect, order, place and function, and many more. We are all looking for change, struggling in so many ways and aspects of our life. We may have an advisor, a healthcare practitioner, a nutritionist, personal trainer, or even a lifestyle coach. But we don't have access to them all day long. So enter the circle of vital and aware living and meet the Sacred Council, your personal lifestyle and awareness coaching team, always ready to assist you in every moment and in any circumstance. We are like visitors in a foreign country without knowing the laws and how everything functions in that world. We know a lot about the things of the modern world, but know little about the basics of life. See how they assist us with every step we make and with every breath we take, and make them practical in your daily life in dealing with your real self, your soul, your mind and your thoughts, your body, words and communication, nutrition, fitness, your life partner, children, the teenage years, getting older, stress, weight, disease, emotions, business, destructive habits, preserving the planet, studying, and friendships. For more detailed information on each of the guiding forces, see the intro booklet. There are endless words that can be connected to any subject, and each subject can have many books because each subject can be approached from various perspectives or angles. Most important, however, is not to forget that all that is said or written is merely an opinion, a truth, and not the truth. Because the spoken and written word is part of the creative world created in opposites, constantly changing and bound to time, and there is always more that can be said or written about any subject. Regarding me and the Sacred Council members talking about any subject, know that this understanding applies to that information as well. The information is formed from their particular point of view and brought to you through the world of visionary and mystical fiction. Hopefully, it contributes to your life and assists you to experience life in a more conscious, mystical, and magical way. By hearing or reading this information, you will come to the conclusion that you know this already, and you do, because this is part of your universal and spiritual inheritance. And often, we just need one word or a sentence that inspires and motivates us to do things differently or to think about a certain subject from a different perspective. The guiding force of the Creator. Make God a reality in your life. In regards to dealing with weight, you all forget that the essence of life, the life force of God or any other name given to this energy that creates and sustains life, is inside of you. In addition, you forget the reason why you have received a human body. Your body is the vehicle to explore the world with, and the vehicle to start your home journey in. Because you have no direct connection with this essence, and your true self being a soul, you feel empty and fill up your mind and body with the things of this world. Unfulfilled and fed up with the momentary pleasures of the world, you keep on looking for answers on the outside and filling up, but forgetting that these answers can only be found on the inside. Start dealing with your body from a higher perspective. Take your weight dilemma to another dimension and take care of that soul that resides in your body, or do it out of respect for the Creator. Quote, "Life is the first gift, love is the second, and understanding the third." Marge Percy. End of quote. The guiding force of the universal teacher. Master or be mastered. In regards to dealing with weight, know that when you are confronted with weight, your habits regarding eating have probably mastered you. It is a worldwide phenomenon as many people feel the emptiness within themselves and the emptiness in life, and instead of seeking a spiritual fulfillment, they fill up not just with foods, but empty foods. Feel the loneliness and let your teacher and his teachings fill you up. There is a much greater purpose in life. Quote, "You are here to enable the divine purpose of the universe to unfold. That is how important you are." Eckhart Tolle. End of quote. The guiding force of the power of the mind. Know the tricks of your mind. In regards to dealing with weight, know that taking care of being overweight is a straightforward and practical path. And do it for the right reasons of recreating a vital body. Watch out for the endless instant result promises, because there are too many of them. And do not let your mind and emotions run the show, for you will not get too far. You want to have a new or different you? The way to accomplish this is by doing things differently than what you did before, and do this in all aspects of your life. Quote, "You can never plan the future by the past." Edmund Burke. End of quote. The guiding force of the true disciple. Follow the master and the teachings. In regards to dealing with weight, you all follow blindly the instructions of weight loss programs and products and hope it all goes away in a blink of an eye. When you would follow your spiritual teacher and his teachings, you probably would not have ended up where you are now. Just as losing weight cannot be attained instantly, as it took years to get where you are now, so it will take time to become a true disciple. Have patience. Quote, "Sorrow and silence are strong, and patient endurance is godlike." Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. End of quote. The guiding force of your inner hero. Be the hero of your own life adventure. In regards to dealing with weight, know that the hero travels light, cannot afford to be slow or lazy, is always fully prepared for any challenges, and never tries to find any excuse. Quote, "The optimist sees the difficulty in every opportunity, the optimist the opportunity in every difficulty." G.P. Jacks. End of quote. The guiding force of maturity and wisdom. Learn from the wise elders and nature. In regards to dealing with weight, realize that many of you live the life as hamsters and collecting more than you need. You all eat too much, plus you eat things that do not contribute to your health and well-being. In addition, you keep holding on to it all, from a physical, mental to an emotional level, and you still wonder why many of you gain weight and are not able to get rid of it. All of this is a collection of many years, and you need to give yourself time to unload it all and to see it as an adventure. Quote, "The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step." Tao Te Ching. End of quote. The guiding force of fantasy and magic. Live your life as a magical adventure. In regards to dealing with weight, realize that when you are dealing with weight, that you are connecting with a less liked image that needs to be accepted and which can be magically transformed with some effort in a more liked image. In the world of fantasy and magic, which is also a part of your adventure, anything is possible when you want to. Anything related to the world of body, mind and matter is a make-believe world created by your own mind. Quote, "The power of thought, the magic of the mind." Lord Byron. End of quote. The guiding force of translating messages. Decipher the symbolic meaning of messages. In regards to dealing with weight, can you see that gaining weight is not just the food and the waste it leaves behind, but a connection to all the weight you are holding on to, coming forth from a physical, mental, and an emotional level? Stop looking back and carrying that entire luggage. Clean out on all levels and start a new life. Start a new life, but not based on your past. Explore a different adventure. Quote, "Look at life through the windshield, not the rearview mirror." Burt Badgett. End of quote. The guiding force of the energy of solids and earth. Feel connected and keep on experiencing new. In regards to dealing with weight, know that weight is connected to holding on to, and losing weight is connected to letting go of things. Make yourself lighter in life and simplify your life. Get rid of too many obligations. What and whom you try to control, you must also carry. Look at what and whom you are trying to control and change it into assisting. Let go of your old ways of thinking about yourself and the world. Let go of your old ways of communicating. Let go of your old ways of eating. And let go of your old ways of exercising. Clean the inside of the body for the sake of health and vitality. Get rid of many possessions connected to additional obligations. Clean your home and office and throw away the things you don't use on a regular basis. Clean your mind and write down all your past and momentary frustrations and write them off. When you need to feel grounded, be careful to do this with food. Rather do it with working in the garden or a walk in the woods. Laziness may be comfortable, but moving brings adventure. Maybe underneath there is a negative seed of insecurity, but realize that this seed is in everyone, no matter their situation. Something unfamiliar or unexpected happens, and then you feel insecure. It is not to be secured. Quote, "Insecurity is just something that is there all the time. I've never been crippled by it." Catherine Keener. End of quote. Be careful to create security by adding to your weight. Fast, or in other words, lay off certain foods, or go on a simple fast, so lots of energy comes free to assist in the cleaning. The guiding force of the energy of liquids and water. Go with the flow and in moderation. In regards to dealing with weight, realize that weight is connected to feeling stuck with patterns, and change is the antidote. Get out of that serious, rigid and boring lifestyle and connect with your inner child, which is full of zest and is playful in all life's aspects. Adapt a different way of thinking about yourself and the world. Be more creative in your ways of communicating. Trade your taste for food to a new taste for life. Go with the flow. Show your adaptability and travel light in the adventure of life. Change and vary your ways of eating. Be more playful in your ways of exercising. boost your immune system, and give the body fresh water and energy-rich foods. Quote, "Water is the only drink for a wise man." Henry David Thoreau. End of quote. The guiding force of the energy of heat and fire. Pace yourself in order to digest. In regards to dealing with weight, know that weight is connected to a lot of undigested matters, and matters of the past, and anger is not one of the antidotes. Be forgiving in your connections to yourself and the world, and be gentle in your ways of communicating and taking care of your body. Quote, "There is something good in all seeming failures. You are not to see that now. Time will reveal it. Be patient." Swami Shivananda. End of quote. Take very simple foods which are easy to digest, and do not starve the body. Be gentle with your body in your ways of exercising, and be committed to your soul, which would like to explore and adventure the world in a healthy and fit body. Watch out for overstimulating the fire with too much fire food such as animal protein, cereals, pastas, sodas, pops, ice creams, and other sugar-related items. Get out of the stress of trying to do too much too fast, which all ask for more food and especially sugar. The guiding force of the energy of gases and air. Embrace, endure, and love it all. In regards to dealing with weight, realize that weight is connected to matters of self-esteem, trust, and love issues. And as long as these things are obstacles, you will not be circulating well, lacking endurance, and being hard on yourself. The antidotes are loving and embracing who you are today, and then with love working to make some changes. Quote, "Sorrow and silence are strong, and patience, endurance is godlike." Henry Wadsworth Longfellow. End of quote. By loving and caring in connection to yourself and the world, be loving in your ways of communication. Give your body fast, rich energy food, and go on a fast, but not with the intention to starve yourself, but to clean and make room for something new. Participate in endurance aerobic exercise activities, assist in the burning of the old waste, and train your endurance capacity to keep going. Quote, "One should act in consonance with the way of heaven and earth, which is enduring and eternal. The superior man perseveres long in his course, adapts to the times, but remains firm in his direction and correct in his goals." The I Ching. End of quote. Be attached to your soul, which would like to endure and go through this life adventure in a healthy and fit body. Change your eating patterns in order for your body not to get attached to them. Losing weight is about change and letting go. Get out of the habit of holding on to too much and get in the habit of giving with love without having any reward in mind. Love is about serving and giving. The guiding force of ether connected to audible sounds and verbal communication. Realize that everything you hear and say is just an opinion. In regards to dealing with weight, realize that weight is connected to many ways of miscommunication with yourself and judging yourself in various ways and areas on the body, or even the entire body. When you speak with ugly words and are very negative, just close your eyes for a moment and feel how this feels and affects you. The content, the tone, and oftentimes an invisible current of negativity affects deeply. You can speak in a boring, complaining, skeptical, and confusing way. You can speak with empty words and just babbling, or you can speak in a compassionate, loving, gentle, and kind way. Every cell and part of your body is a child from your body family, and you all know what happens in a family when the communication is not right. Realize that you speak with life. The antidote is acceptance, positive communication, and implementing changes, but done with the aim of health and vitality, and not punishment or just for the sake of appearance. Quote, "We are formed and molded by our thoughts. Those whose minds are shapely by selfless thoughts give joy when they speak or act. Joy follows them like a shadow that never leaves them." Buddha. End of quote. Speak with positive words in connection to yourself and the world. Give your body a simple fast, not with the aim of starving it, but giving it a break and letting the cleaning mechanism do its job, as it gets the energy free from you not taking complex meals. Communicate with your soul, which likes to adventure life in a healthy and fit body. Communicate also different in your relationship with food. It is the gentleness and love of your words that affects the foods you consume. Practice less speaking and more listening. Quote, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so that we can listen twice as much as we speak." Epictetus. End of quote. The guiding force of ether, connected to the conditioned mind, associations, and non-audible communication. Stay aware of your limited and conditioned realities. In regards to dealing with weight, know that weight is connected to many ways of inner miscommunication with oneself and judging various areas of the body or even the entire body. When you think ugly and are very negative, just close your eyes for a moment and feel how this feels and affects you. Every cell and part of your body is a child from your body family, and you all know what happens in a family when the communication is not right. Realize that you speak with life, even without using words, but with your thoughts. The antidote is acceptance, positive communication, and implementing changes, but done with the aim of health and vitality, and not with punishment and for appearance only. Communicate with positive thoughts in connection to yourself and the world, and realize that there are other realities you can connect with within your mind. Give your body a fast, not with the aim of starving it, but giving it a break and letting the cleaning mechanism do its job, as it gets now more energy free from you not eating all these complex meals. It will give you more clarity about yourself and life. Disassociate from conditioned habits and start a new adventure. Quote, "The key to realizing a dream is to focus not on success, but significance. And then even the small steps and little victories along your path will take on greater meaning." Oprah Winfrey. End of quote. Keep an eye on what you're thinking and keep an open mind to whatever you hear. Communicate with your soul, which likes to adventure life in a healthy and fit body. Communicate also different in your relationship with food. It is the gentleness and love of your thoughts that affect the foods you consume. Altogether, it is about creating a different association with yourself and the world at large. It is only by a new association that we can dissociate with the old. The guiding force of ether, connected to the universal mind, higher virtues, and soul communication. Observe yourself. In regards to dealing with weight, do not crown trainers, counselors, weight programs, and products labeled for losing weight. For giving them the power, they will just like your weight having the power over you. Weight is connected to you trying to hold on to and control things, emotions, dreams, and people, which are binding and attaching you to this body, mind, and world. When you judge anything, you are automatically connecting and attaching yourselves, and then it is for you to carry those judgments which weigh you down. The antidote is to see yourself as a transparent being of light, a soul on a momentary adventure, in a world where we came without anything and will go without anything. Go enough fast to see how much you are attached to tastes and the things of this world and learn to surrender. Be nothing and want nothing. Do your best in making the best choices to become as healthy and vital as possible, without any expectation, otherwise you are holding on to something else again. Simplicity is most likely the trick, and not wanting more and more by feeling unfulfilled. Reconnect with your soul as much as possible. Quote, "We struggle with the complexities and avoid the simplicities." Norman Vincent Peale. End of quote. The guiding force of duality. Accept and deal with the duality in everything and everybody. In regards to dealing with weight, are you holding on to routines and stagnant ideas? Let's discover the other side of life's adventure. Experience different foods, different clothes, different shops, different music, different people, different cities and countries, different ways of communicating, different reading materials, different TV programs, etc. The biggest enemy of weight is holding on. Step out of the routine, security, and familiarity. Let go of it all and discover a new life. Seek individuals that do things differently and get rid of your boring, familiar, and self-destructive life. Quote, "People seldom improve when they have no other model but themselves to copy after." Oliver Goldsmith. End of quote. The guiding force of time. Learn to live in the moment. In regards to dealing with weight, are you taking the time to let go of the weight that you accumulated over the years? Your physical, emotionally, and mental weight? Be more patient with yourself and your body. Quote, "The greatest prayer is patience." Buddha. End of quote. The guiding force of change. Learn to go with the ever-changing adventure. In regards to dealing with weight, are you constantly implementing new changes so your body cannot hold on to any routine and stagnancy? Are you noticing the small changes your body is undergoing? Or are you not happy again that things are not changing fast enough? Constantly make the necessary and new changes and be patient with yourself and your body. Find that love for the real you, your soul, and everything will change, for you will do things differently. Quote, "Who travels for love finds 1,000 miles not longer than one." A Japanese proverb. End of quote. The guiding force of cycles. Tune into the natural cycles of life. In regards to dealing with weight, are you having the patience to go through the next phase of your cleaning cycle? Realize that when you are not accepting the phase before and not accepting the phase you are now in, that it is a trick of your mind that makes you believe that you will be content in the future. Losing weight is about cleaning and letting go of many things and in all aspects of your life. Just enjoy and adventure the cycles of cleaning. Quote, "One man, scorned and covered with scars, still strove with his last ounce of courage to reach the unreachable stars, and the world will be better for this." Miguel de Cervantes. End of quote. the guiding force of balance. It is nature's duty to recreate balance. In regards to dealing with weight, are you leading a balanced life while losing weight and cleaning your body and mind on all levels? Be in balance in all aspects of your life. All of them are equally important. It is about loving yourself, who you were, and who you are now. For without accepting yourself, you lack love, and only love can get you out of any situation. Love is your soul. Love is the essence of everything, and so you must approach everything with love and coming from that love. Quote, harmony is pure love, for love is complete agreement. Lope de Vega. End of quote. The guiding force of necessities. Simplicity is the key. In regards to dealing with weight, are you taking simple steps to let go of the weight you accumulated over years, or is it all too complex? Get back to the basics. A simple life, simple and easy to digest food, simple exercises, some fresh water, sunshine, a simple shelter, easy company, fresh air, and a simple job. Quote, the scientific truth may be put quite briefly. Eat moderately, having an ordinary mixed diet, and don't worry. Robert Hutchinson. End of quote. The guiding force of wholeness. No need to go more into separation. In regards to dealing with weight, are you looking at your weight dilemma as something separate from the other aspects of your life? Realize that your weight is part of all aspects of your life. You know that an exercise program, a diet, or counseling session will not work, as you need to approach your dilemma from every angle and from every aspect of living. Only a total approach will have long-term results. However, in order to go this journey, you must first accept yourself with all its plus and minuses right now. Quote, reflect upon your present blessings, of which every man has many, not on your past misfortunes, of which all men have some. Charles Dickens. End of quote. The guiding force of comprehension. There is always more than you can see or comprehend. In regards to dealing with weight, are you aware that on one hand you can see the obvious things that contributed to gaining weight, but there is so much more behind the curtain? Just look from a mental and emotional perspective, and you can see how many things you are holding onto, or you're being unfulfilled and filling it up through endless ways. Look deeper in the waste bucket and approach your dilemma from additional angles, but without any expectation, for there is always more you cannot see from your level of consciousness. Quote, I don't believe that anything happens without a reason. I don't believe it. And in order to believe it, that is the truth, you have to believe it in all circumstances. Oprah. End of quote. The guiding force of improvement and perfection. There is always room for improvement. In regards to dealing with weight, are you looking for the perfect solution to lose your weight? It is the same by thinking that there is a perfect body, and those who are pictured like perfect will become older and cannot hold on to that picture. Just be in the improving business without any expectations. Be aware that there is no perfect solution, but many different paths and methods that can assist to improve your condition. Quote, excellence is the gradual result of always striving to do better. Pat Riley. End of quote. The guiding force of order, place, and function. Everything is part of an order and has a function and place. In regards to dealing with weight, are you accepting the state you are in right now? Realize that when you do not accept who you are today, that you cannot function properly and that this will haunt you in the future. Accept how you became what you are today. Accept what you are today, make appropriate changes to improve your health and well-being, and accept what the future will bring. Simplify. Quote, order and simplification are the first steps towards the mastery of a subject. Thomas Mann. End of quote. The guiding force of cause and effect. Every action has not just one reaction, but causes a chain reaction and creates a reality you have to deal with. In regards to dealing with weight, are you realizing that the accumulated weight you have is not a reaction from one thing in the past, not just food, depression, or an incident? Realizing the fact is the key to turn things around and start new positive actions in all aspects of life and clean on all levels. Quote, the possibilities are numerous once we decide to act and not react. George Bernard Shaw. End of quote. The guiding force of contraction and expansion. Quality or quantity? In regards to dealing with weight, are you realizing that an expanded body is also expanded internally? An expanded body is mostly a result from a contracting state of being, such as being depressed, not liking oneself, unhappy with life, or feeling deprived. Feeling unfulfilled automatically seeks to be filled up, gathering too much and holding on and controlling too much. You go from a contracting into an expansion, and all your tissues expand, resulting in extra room for things to store. So clean up on all levels. Quote, we are the cause as well as the effect. Peter Amato. End of quote. The guiding force of repetition. Using the ability to repeat for the right reason and purpose. In regards to dealing with weight, are you realizing that what you are and who you are today is a result of most likely endless unhealthy repetitions in all aspects of your life? Realize that through repetition of positive and healthy things, or negative and unhealthy ones, you create yourself, and by understanding this fact, just turn the show around. Quote, it takes time to form new habits, but slow and steady wins the race, and practice makes perfect. Maharaj Sawan Singh. End of quote. The guiding force of reflections. All your experiences are a reflection from within yourself. In regards to dealing with weight, do you realize that there are more images of yourself within you? The problem is not only that you identify with the body, mind, and the world, and not seeing yourself as an eternal crystal child of light, a soul, but you identify with an unhealthy, out-of-shape body. You try to lose weight by imaging another, most likely another earthly body connected to the body of a beauty model or athlete. Realize that when you would be able to achieve this new image, that you have another enemy by trying to keep up that image. Just try to be as healthy and vital as you can, and reconnect with your real self, the real you that has no name or shape. By being overweight, you attract others with the same dilemma. When you have the model body, you will see more of those bodies around you. But when you get closer to the real you, you will meet others who are on the same path. Quote, if your own soul becomes as brilliant and strong magnet, it will help and draw others. Maharaj Sawan Singh. End of quote. The guiding force of rhythm and vibrations. Realize that what you are, you will attract or repel. In regards to dealing with weight, do you realize that your inner emptiness attracts you to things that fill you up? When you are unhappy, discontent, and fed up with things and people, you create a hole within yourself which needs to be filled up. And even with almost eating nothing, you could gain weight or not losing it because you are still unfulfilled. To love oneself unconditionally and all circumstances is a source of food that is always fulfilling. It's called love. Quote, "The only love worthy of name is unconditional." John Powell. End of quote. The guiding force of service. Learn to serve and care. In regards to dealing with weight, are you understanding that you have overserved yourself in many ways? Be more moderate and gentle in how you serve your mind and body. Do it without selfish motives, but for the sake of the soul. Too fast you forget for who this life is. Yes, it is the journey for the soul, and not about the body, mind, and ego. It is about serving the Creator and creation, and when you miss to tune into this, you feel alone and empty, and you do anything to fill up this emptiness. The body is the vehicle for the soul and needs to be kept in the best healthy condition as possible. It is a rented car which serves you well for the right cause, but when not used for the right purpose, you easily forget its maintenance and you will wear it out too soon. Reconnect with your real self, the soul, and serve all from that level, for everything is rendered to you just for a while. Look beyond what you see in the mirror and start a new life. Quote, "A hero is someone who has given his or her life to something bigger than oneself." Joseph Campbell. End of quote. The guiding force of individuality. There is no need for comparing and competing. In regards to dealing with weight, are you comparing yourself with others on the path of losing weight? Are you making losing your weight into a competition? Realize that you are totally individual and unique, and that your path is totally individual and unique. There is not one solution for everybody. Health and losing weight, just like many other things, is an adventure, an individual adventure. Never forget who you truly are and put your effort even more into this adventure, for you came without anything and have to leave all behind one day. So be on the adventure to find out who you really are, and do not get obsessed with your body, or for the matter with anything of this world. Quote, "The jewel of the soul is priceless, and yet it is being squandered like this in exchange for a mere shell." Sri Guru Granth Sahib. End of quote.